punk rock changed our lives.
Wait, now?
Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Godan. History is being made. This is a big year. And this last event for Hachiman was a pivotal event for natural motion, for Dawn of Titans. One of the biggest and craziest events of all time. And let me show you why. Natural motion has finally done something right. Back-to-back big events. And we actually have a Titan that can defend. He can live up to the muster. He can attack, but he really is a defender. And the leaderboard shows it. This is the last 45 minutes of the leaderboard. I woke up just to get these screenshots. And let me tell you, as I read through the chats today, the leaderboard was crazy from this moment until the very end. No one was stopping. Not at all. And the numbers tell the story. We're going to look at it all, but we're going to talk about R10. It's one of the coveted spots. If you can't make the top 5 or the top 3, you want to be in the top 10. Because after the top 10, ranks 11 through 50 get the same Titan. And this is how the difference was between R10 and R11 at the 45-minute marker. And here's the final score for R10 and R11, Avengers War in the Giants. 2,545 is the difference between souls for these two alliances. But from the 45-minute mark to the conclusion, it's a grand total of 1,390 different souls. Not a lot. It was tight. And this is the final leaderboard. Thank you, Kuko, for giving me the video. I can make these screenshots. Now you can see Beta Souls finished first. And for this event, the top 50 fought to the end. There were a lot of alliances. Attico got 6 alliances in, but they have merged a few alliances together. Getting 6, it's a record, but it ain't the greatest. The greatest is with Beta Souls. It's hard to say. When they get the lead, they get the lead. In ERU, we actually had 2 alliances up there. ERU Events RS and ERU Elite scraped by and got into 50th place. When we break down the numbers and we see the comparisons between the ranks 11 through 50, minuscule. Numbers of souls, a handful of battles, all the way down to the end. People were awake and they were getting it done. But we're going to break down the numbers of the ones that were in the top 10. Now we're going to compare the numbers from the final 45 minutes to the finish. Now this is the final 45 minutes. R1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can look at the slideshow to get the alliance names. But between R1 and R2, 170,000 difference. R2 and R3, 198,000 difference. Between R4 and R3, 10,000. And R4 and 5, just under 700. That's a great big difference between these alliances. They cemented their spots. Now between R5 and R6, 6,700. Now here's the big difference. R6 to R7, 22,000. And then from R7 to R8, just under 10,000. R8 to R9, 1,500. And R10 and R9, 3,000 soul difference. And you can see it from the screenshots in the slideshow that the numbers were minuscule, just handfuls of souls, people battling to the end. But from R1 to R10, there was a 402,000 soul difference. R50 was at 1,411,937. So from R1 to R50, the difference was 417,000 souls, and R10 to R50, just under 15,000 souls. Not a lot, a big fight. So now when you compare the math and do a comparison of the screenshots, this was the final score. R1 at 1,829,360. I thought they'd hit 2 million, but but they didn't need to. The difference between R1 and R2 is 168,000. R2 and R3, 198,000. Again, they cemented their spots. Between R3 and R4, 729. Now that was close. R4 and R5, just under 8,000. So as we continue on, we can see that the top 10 was almost locked in. Between R5 and R6, just under 10,000. R6 and R7, just under 8,000. R7 and R8, just under 9,000. But here's where it changes. The final two spots for rank 9 and rank 10. Between 8 and 9, 265 souls. Between 9 and 10, 674. It was getting close. Now I hate to say it, but this became a battle of the wallet. And my wallet was closed, and so are my members. Events R Us, we stayed at 6th place. The Titan difference was too far, too much of a reach. No need. We only did 2,000 souls in the last 45 minutes. But R7, R8, R9, R10, they fought for their spots. They moved up. Now, I couldn't list all the names because the names changed so much. It was bizarre, it was crazy, and it was real. This was a battle royale. Will we ever see anything like this again? It's hard to say. It's possible. But it had to be a really good Titan. Maybe the next one. We have to wait and see. But until then, I wanted to share this. This was a tweet from Natural Motion. We're sorry to hear about the account suspension. The anti-cheating update system was included to ensure fair play. Please refer to this article. So the link answers the question, why was my profile suspended? Profile suspensions are applied to any player who failed to follow our rules of fair play. We carefully examine and review all information available to us before applying an account suspension, ensuring each one is accurate. Any player caught cheating will be permanently suspended from playing the game, as stated in this blog post. Anti-cheating update. And it continues. Below is a list of some of the reasons why you might be suspended from the game. Gaining items or access to features through hacking, using exploits to gain more resources or currencies, using profanity or inappropriate language during in-game chat conversations. Lastly, sharing or selling your account details with other players. Please remember that we cannot take personal circumstances into account, so be careful and make sure not to share your account details to anyone else. For more information, you may visit our terms of service. So, there it is. Outright flat changed. There's been some banning going on. People aren't sure. Now they said resources. If you have the glitch, you have it. But if you're abusing the glitch and making it happen over and over, from what I just read, it could be banned. So keep that in mind. Play fair. So as always, relax, enjoy, be balanced, have fun, and take care.